Hey, so I thought I'd just for fun do a bit of a review of my Ibanez guitar. Never done a review before. Since we're all in lockdown, I just thought I'd give it a go and see if anybody's interested in anything that maybe I've got to say about the guitar. Um, it is an Ibanez, let me try and get it in shot, RG421PB. I bought this about a year ago, so I've been playing it a lot. I pretty much play it for at least an hour or two every day when I get a chance. Um, so it's a very nice guitar. I got it off Gumtree in the UK for about £100, which I think was a pretty damn good deal because I've since seen it for about £200 pounds minimum secondhand. New, I think this is about £350, maybe $400 or so. So if you could find it secondhand, I think it's a really good buy. Um, Even new for the cost compared to other guitars around that sort of price range, it's not bad at all. It's a very nice guitar for the money indeed. It has the Wizard 3 neck, which I found, to be honest, when I first bought it, I thought to myself, what on earth have I done? This is such a strange feeling guitar. It's not like any of the sort of fat necks that you get on the Gibson, for example, or even like a Slim C on a Fender Strat, which is more what I'm used to. So I picked this up and I just thought I'm not going to be able to get on with this at all. Gave it a couple of days though, and I quickly got used to it in terms of it just feels very fast to play. It's a kind of it's a satin neck. It's got some sort of very light finish to it, so it's not just a plain wood. They've obviously varnished it with something very slightly. Um, but your hand just can glide up and down. You just need to be aware it is super thin, which it can definitely make you feel a bit weird about it when you're first playing it. You haven't got the grip around. Certainly, if you're used to playing sort of Jimi Hendrix chords and that kind of thing, it can feel a bit strange to because if you're used to having a bit something more meaty to grab onto. But it is a nice fretboard. It plays very nicely up and down the neck. Um, this one hasn't got any sort of fret buzz on it. I've got it strung with nines at the moment, and that seems to be absolutely fine. It's a 25.5 inch neck. It's an extremely light guitar, about 2.6 kilograms. So for my purposes, that's brilliant because I tend to play and practice standing up. So even the Strat that I've got is it's a Mexican Strat and it's about 3.5 kilograms. So after a few hours of playing, you start to feel it a little bit. I mean, it's still not very heavy, but this you just don't feel at all, which is great, fantastic from that point of view. And the what I just find really nice is the pickups don't really colour the sound. Unlike the Strat that I've got, the Strat uh, clearly it sounds like if you want to play like Eric Clapton or Jimi Hendrix or something, that is great for that. But this is more sort of tailored to sort of heavy and hard rock and metal and what have you, which I think these pickups do a fine job at. I haven't got a huge number of metal guitars. I've got a Mustang and that sort of stuff. So this is really my only metalish kind of guitar, which initially I was attracted by the finish of it, and I thought, hey, let's give this a go. Let's see what it's like. I've never tried an Ibanez before. And it seems really nice. The only thing I would say is probably positives: fast playing, good neck, nice feeling fretboard. I don't think it's rosewood. It's some other Jatoba or Jatoba, whatever the hell they call it. I think maybe it's that. I'll have a look, and I'll probably put that just underneath the video. Um, but it feels quite nice. It feels actually closer to. It's not ebony, but it feels a bit closer to that than normal rosewood. It actually feels just kind of a bit more slippery and sleeker than rosewood. It hasn't really got any figuring on it or any grip on the fretboard at all. It's a very kind of slippery, slinky kind of fretboard, which is nice if you want to play fast. The tuners are average. They're all right. They hold the tune. I was having problems with the G for a while. Which we probably find more commonly on a Gibson, to be fair. But with this, the tuners they work. they work, they do the job. I'll probably replace them at some point, so they work even better. But the it's got a 5-way switch. I think this is volume and tone. Again, it's just functional, do what they're supposed to do. The bridge itself, I wouldn't say it's the best quality. You may not be able to see. Let me try and if I can angle it at all. There we go. You can see there. So these ones, you can see I've just by where I've been palming it, I've got my palm there. You can see that it's worn off. The coating is kind of like a dark kind of very dark kind of chrome metal there normally. That's just come off. And these is sort of slightly remaining, but even this one has got a little bit of copper underneath it. So you can see the quality's maybe not not necessarily the best, but it does the job. And it's a thoroughly fun guitar to play. So, you know, if you're a kind of a beginner who wants to spend a little bit more money, this is a really good guitar. And if you're intermediate, I think it's a really good one too. Clearly, if you're used to sort of paying £1,000 for a guitar, what have you, and you're used to much better quality, this may not be the guitar for you. But I think, you know, for a certain level or budget, you could do a lot worse than this one. So there you are. That's a quick review for you. Thanks. Bye.